And we strive for respect for all, right? Not always perfect, but we do strive for respect for all. That's why I support the UUCC, both with my time as well as my finances. Thank you.
My name is Naomi Irvine, and I have been a part of UUCC for about 4 years. I come most Sundays whenever I can and bring my kids. It means so much to me to be a part of a community in Charlotte that challenges me, that asks me to look deeper into my spiritual practice, that asks me to live more into my values, and offers that for my children as well. Everyone that I meet at the UUCC has been, such an inspiration and really a support in my life as I transitioned from the Bay Area to Charlotte. And I feel really inspired by all the people that I have met. And so I'll continue to show up for this community however I can. And in terms of giving to the UUCC, oh, it's so important. The work that the UUCC does in the community and does with all of us is so essential to Charlotte, and everyone that shows up at the office and the reverend and all the people that work are so very important and vital to our community. And so when I'm looking to give, it seems like there's nowhere better than to give to UUCC because it's so important in all of our lives. And so I would urge all of us to give generously as much as we can to this community that uplifts us and inspires us and offers so much to our lives.
Good morning. I am David Flynn, lay service leader today, and my pronouns are he, him. Challenged by our liberating faith, we discover deeper spiritual meaning, nurture loving community, cultivate courageous connections, and partner in the work of justice. This is our March Community Sunday, in which we have count them, five engaging activities that you're invited to participate in following our brief service. We'll describe these activities in a few moments. Welcome to all of you on live stream and in person. We're pleased to have guests with us in this room and participating virtually. Following the service, you're invited to join us in Freeman Hall across from the sanctuary for coffee and for conversation. If you are new and want to learn more about this congregation, I encourage you to reach out to our Director of Member Relations, Kelly Green. Her email is on the screen. We have large print orders of service, personal hearing assistance devices, and an elevator available. There is also a hearing loop in our alternate worship space, the Bernstein Room. If you or your family feel a need to move or be more active, you may be more comfortable watching and listening to the service in this alternate space down in Bernstein. We also have coloring pages and fidgets for all ages, and in the vestibule if that is useful to you or your children. Somebody approves. Nursery care is also available for children under 6. And we have a few announcements today. At 11:30 in the Bernstein Room, we'll have our Credo presentation. Our speaker will be the fabulous Susan Cox. We also have a number of engaging activities to celebrate our community in the coming month, such as our Spring Fling potluck and dance on March 21st, and our All Ages Talent Showcase on April 3rd. So bring your talents, show them off. Do you want more chances to learn and connect? Our new set of classes for this spring are now available. There are workshops for justice, classes for deepening spirituality, and an art class for creativity. Check out Currents or visit the table in Freeman Hall to sign up. More information about all of these opportunities and more can be found in your order of service, in our weekly e-newsletter, Currents, or on our website. Again, a warm welcome to each and every one of you, whether you are here in person or joining us via live stream. Whether today is your first or your 1,000th Sunday in our midst, we are stronger because you are with us. We are one people of many beliefs, origins, identities, and genders. We are all growing, all learning, all loved. It is good to be together.
Good morning. I am Paula Gribble, Director of Lifespan Religious Education, and my pronouns are she, her. This month, our theme is DIY, or do it yourself, and we're exploring what it means to do things ourselves, but together. Even our coming together in worship, even our participating in community Sundays, even our gatherings and coffee hour, it's all co-creating this community together. Hear these words. We gather this morning as one community, a community united by common ideals, love, justice, diversity, freedom, mutual care, equity. And yet look around. Look at the faces of those around you. Each face represents an individual, every one of us with our own story, needs, strengths, and faults. We light our chalice today, honoring our common connection and also the uniqueness that lives within each of us. Please, excuse me, and then rise and body your spirit for our opening song, verses 1 and 2 of If I Had a Hammer.
As we head into our final week of our stewardship campaign for the upcoming year, we're at about 45% of our goal, and we've had about a third of our members pledge. We do have one final cottage meeting to sign up for. You can sign up for it in Freeman Hall if you would like to attend a cottage meeting and talk about our connection to one another and to this community and its value to us. I now would like to invite up Jim Van Fleet from our stewardship team to share his stewardship story. Say that 3 times fast.
Thanks, David. I am going to take a little bit of a risk in my time, and I'm going to ask you to get ready to raise your hands, okay? Do you feel ready? I see smiles. Indicate to me your readiness by saying yes. Okay, so with you're prepped. It's also a no judgment zone, okay? Only raise your hand if you feel confident, okay? Ready? Raise your hand if you know what a deficit budget is. Okay, this is like more than half the hands in the room here for people watching at home. So, I was right. Number one, I was right, not my wife. This is like maybe the first time that's ever happened. But it also means that there's some explaining that needs to happen for me about the contents of our last couple of annual meetings. Okay, right? Because for those of you, I don't have to tell those of you who raised your hand, you know already, a deficit budget means we plan to spend more money than we took in, right? We plan to spend more money than we took in. And let me tell you, for the last couple of years here at the church community, we have succeeded in that goal. The good news is, the good news is there's hope. The bad news is it's us, right? So the good news is through the generosity, we've managed to, of a special campaign, we've managed to replete those reserves. But what stands in front of us now is the stewardship campaign for the ongoing year. And David just gave you the numbers. Here's what that nets out as. If the people who we've had yet to hear from, if they are generous in the same way that the people who have pledged already are generous, we're going to hit our targets. We're going to be restoring our reserves as the years to come. Tremendous, tremendous progress. If nothing happens and we have to track people down to even get the pledge that we got last year, we're talking about a lot of things that are less pleasant. Okay, raise your hand again if you enjoy receiving a canvassing call. Okay, 0. We got one or two hands. That is really lovely. I've noted your identities. So we need to hear from you. We need to hear from you. If we would love to hear from you in a way that shows that generosity that people who have been contributing and pledging so far in the campaign. We'd love to see that. But honestly, we'd love to hear anything at all. So you don't have to receive those calls and we don't have to make them. So if you could spend a little bit of your time here while you're here today, I'm going to be hanging out over at the tables over there. I'm going to have some forms. You can get your response in today. No judgment there. I haven't gotten mine in. I'll be filling mine over there out also. So thanks for letting me share and look forward to seeing you and get those pledges in. Thanks.
Community is not just about being together, it's about doing life together. Jen Schmidt. This is our time. Each week we set aside time to come together. We each choose it individually ourselves, and when we individually come together, we have the opportunity to create something new. DIY, or do it yourself, is a phrase often associated with projects in your home. We might learn to redo our bathroom floors, build a new Lego creation, or plant a new garden. And we think of these projects as ones we do on our own. We learn the steps, we research the best methods, read the instructions, watch a video maybe. And then we gather the materials we need. We get out the tools, the Lego bricks, the watering cans. And then we set aside time to work on the project. UU Community is no different. Somewhere along the way, you decided to try this place out, possibly on your own or as a family. You may have looked up what it is like here. You might have read information about it, maybe even watched a video. Coming to community, to church, is a DIY project, especially as UUs. Choosing to engage in UU community is something you choose to do or your family chooses to do. And I'd like to take a moment. We think of like the projects that we do at home, like I said, the garden or the redoing the floors or whatever, but in community, there are things that we do here that help create community. What are some of the things we do here that help create community? Just yell them out. Choir. Volunteering. Potlucks. Coffee hour. Stewardship, yes. Affinity groups. What was that one? Okay. And over here. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Learning together. Community Sunday. What else, Tyler? Okay. Those are amazing things that we all do to create this place that we are at together. So when you come here, the project is just beginning. Once you're here, there's more to create, except then we don't just do it by ourselves. We do it together. We create together. We bring the tools we have, kindness, service, time, talent, treasure, all of these things we build, we bring with us to help create this space. We create the instructions for what we build. We do it as we go. And when we don't have the tools or have any instructions, we figure it out together. This is unique and special. Many churches and community spaces are not do-it-yourself ones. Often these other spaces are full of predetermined whys and hows and whats. And often they give you the ways to be, sometimes the ways to look, sometimes the people that you love, sometimes the ways to believe. But that's not here. Here we make it as we go. Here we create along the way. Guided by principles and values, yes, but not given the answers. We seek and we find our answers together. And what a beautiful thing that is. We get to do it ourselves, but we don't have to do it by ourselves. We learn and grow and work for a better world, and we do it together. Amen, and blessed be. Please join me in a time of contemplation. I invite you to breathe deeply. Be present to the Spirit of life which is in us and through us and among us. To those human connections that give us strength when we struggle and celebrate when we are joyful. This gathered community hears and holds both difficulty and ease as we honor the experiences that make each of us who we are. There are no individual concerns this week, but we do hold all of our community in love and care. One major concern we have in the world is the war that we are participating in Iran. It is becoming more and more difficult to hear about, more and more expansive in its damage, and difficult to know about the loss it has created. May you be able to have calm in the midst of this chaos, to put your energy toward love and support and sometimes anger and protest. And may this war be over soon. This month is also Women's History Month, and we lift up all the women who have worked for justice and equity. We honor those who have come before us and open doors for those of us to come. If you are in need of pastoral care, you can reach out to our congregational care team or directly to Reverend Amanda. The information is on the website. Now, please join me in a moment of silence as we honor all the concerns shared today and those that remain in our hearts. Please join me in the spirit of prayer. Dear Great Spirit of many names and no name, be with us today. Allow us to honor who we are as we come here individually and to celebrate our coming together to create something new. And let us hold our gathering together energy in our hearts as we hear this prayer. The community is a body. May this body breathe and be together in the spirit of hope. May it be held by comfort, and those who seek consolation, may they find it in the solace of this moment. The community is a body. It is as strong as all the people who have ever gathered within its walls. It is the power of all they dreamed and all that they have done. The community is a body. It is as vulnerable as the most newborn and untried of its members and its visitors. It is ancient and it is ever new. The community is a story. It is the story of lives that are interwoven, brought together in this place and this time for the simple purpose of caring for one another and helping one another along the arduous path in life. The community is a vision. It is a vision of unity amid diversity. It is a vision of reverence for all of creation. It is a vision that beckons us beyond the concerns of our own skins. In the silence, may we be able as one body, and may we abide as one body in the spirit of faith, hope, and love that is the story and the vision of this community. May it be so.
Generosity is at the center of our mission and vision, and it is through generosity that we live our values out loud. What we give allows us to sustain the work of this congregation within and beyond these four walls. When we gather each week, let it be with this very spirit of generosity and gratitude, recognizing the blessing that it is to carry the work forward together. Our Share the Plate recipient this month is Unitarian Universalist Justice Ministry of North Carolina. Its ministry spans racial, economic, environmental, immigrant, electoral justice, and more in our state, through spiritual grounding, collaboration, and imagination. There are many ways to give to our shared offering. You can text to give at 73256, or you can give directly online. You can also scan the QR code or give as the basket comes your way. With gratitude for all the ways that we give, for those who pledge to make this ongoing work possible, for those who give in the moments when it counts the most, and for those who give from their hearts, we build this community together. If you've submitted your pledge for our All In campaign and have not yet partaken in our ritual of placing a hand in the All In bowl, you're invited to do so while the offering is collected. The bowl is located on the table to the side of the stage. Ushers, you may come forward to receive the offering.
In a few moments, you will be invited to participate in Community Sunday. I noticed we had a lot of visitors today, and if you haven't been here before, this is a thing that we do monthly, where we begin with a brief worship service that extends into activities of all kinds. And today, there are 5 sessions. They will be listed on the screen and again at the end of the service, and they offer all kinds of ways that we co-create in community. This morning, we have Faithful Generosity, which is here in the sanctuary. It is a workshop to talk about what we do when we give and why we give and how we give. It is not a banking workshop. It is about feelings about that. In our Bernstein room downstairs, we have sign making for the No Kings protest that's coming up March 28th, making signs of all kinds and posters. In Freeman Hall, which is just across from here, we have our disabilities group presenting a session about recruiting bystander interventionalists and what to do and how to say, and that is, they wanted us to let you know that all ages are welcome in that session. In the conference room downstairs also, there is a session by the Right Relations team about embracing diversity and deepening community. And lastly, in Priestley, and this room is across to the fellowship hall, up the ramp on the right, and turn left and go down the hall. Hopefully there'll be folks around to help you get to that room, but in that room, you will be building a structure with some very interesting materials. Might be toothpicks and marshmallows, and building structures that we work on ourselves and then together. We hope that you will enjoy one of these sessions. For now, please rise in body or spirit to sing our closing song, which is all the verses of If I Had a Hammer.
Our service will now continue with our Community Sunday activities. Please join me in reading the words on the screen. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Go in peace.